Hi, I'm Emma and you're watching BooTV.
I find it hard, so hard to get through the day without worrying or panicking, letting time slip away. I find it hard, so hard to get through the day without worrying or panicking, letting time slip away. In my heart there's an angel always putting up with me, and he's pushing me and pulling me through my anxiety. In my mind there's a devil on my shoulder to the end. Through my worry and my panic, she says she's my only friend.
Hi Emma, how are you?
Good, very good.
Good. Are you excited to play Dolan's tonight?
Yeah, mad excited,
Yeah.
delighted. It's just it's an amazing venue anyway. But then to have like the full band for the first time is going to be really nice. So
That'll be cool.
yeah, looking forward to it.
And you're from Limerick, like, do you
I am,
find the
yeah.
crowds better in Limerick or?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say they're better in Limerick than anywhere else, but it's nice in Limerick that we really look after our own. We really support each other, so it's really, really nice that way. Kind of coming from Limerick and having grown up here, I've got a lot of friends and family and kind of supporters here, so it's always really nice coming back to play in Dolan's.
Yeah. And how do you find, like, going to other places? What would be your favourite place that you've played a gig at or venue?
I really love kind of the small intimate venues. So I've played in Levis's in Ballydehob, which is in West Cork, and it's way off the beaten track, but they get this massive crowd in there and everyone's just dying to hear new music and to meet new people, so that's lovely.
Yeah.
And then you have the likes of Kenny's Bar in Lahinch, which is great as well. For the same kind of reason, you've got this lovely community of people that are coming there to hear music, so that's cool. And then in Galway you have the Roisin upstairs, and you've got this little tea house called the Secret Garden Tea House, and it's just a savage little alcohol-free spot that people can just come and chill out, and they really want to listen to the tunes, so that's cool.
Yeah, really like intimate kind of.
Yeah, which is ideal if you can actually, look into the whites of your audience eyes.
Do you like playing live gigs more, or did you find that, when you actually, because you've just recently released your debut EP, do you find that bringing it out to the crowd is fun?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really cool to see the reaction to people. Like, let's say the EP was the first solid sort of recorded stuff I produced, and to have people react to the songs having not seen me live was lovely, but to actually go out to a crowd and play it for them and tell the stories about the songs and engage with them in a different way is really lovely. So it's a totally different dynamic. I'd always been gigging, and I suppose I was projected to a national platform with one video I produced during the summer in the past year, a song called Tug of War. So that kind of got a bit of national attention. So I guess that's where a lot of people discovered me. I just got a really nice boost there in the past week from the Irish Times. Got listed by Niler9, who's a massive music blogger. So he listed one of my songs as a song of the week, and I think everyone's so delighted to kind of see me finally doing something with my life. That's it could have been anything. They'd be delighted.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And what's your favourite song to play
from the EP?
Yeah.
Probably Goodbye Hawaii. It's just really fun, and if I bring it to a new crowd who've never seen me before, there's loads of little surprises in there that no one expects, and it's great fun.
What would be your main inspirations? Like, what kind of made you start to?
I grew up in a very musical household. So my mum tried to teach me guitar when I was a kid, and I refused because it's my mum and it's not cool. And then in junior cert, to procrastinate and to avoid studying, I took up the guitar. And my older sister would have played a load of musical theatre stuff in the house, so I've got quite a musical theatre background really. And like loads of Elvis and Enya and the Beatles and stuff playing in the house all the time, so there's always those influences floating in the background as well.
That's cool. That kind of brings me to my next question. If you could collaborate with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Every time I get asked this question, I change my mind. I'd love to collaborate with someone with a very distinctive, different voice to my own, like Jeekers, the likes of Tom Waits or someone, or I suppose like the dream would be to collaborate with the Beatles, but obviously that's completely never going to happen ever. There's tons of Irish musicians who I'd love to work with, like Wallace Bird and the likes of Enya and Declan O'Rourke, and there's so many sensational Irish musicians that I'd love the opportunity to work with.
You did a public funding campaign for your EP. Do you think that's good for budding artists to kind of get,
It is, yeah, it's great. It's a really nice way to actually rally support around you as well, because if people see that you're willing to do like a crowdfunding campaign and put yourself out on a limb like that, you get a lot of people who just want to help you, and who can see that you're really, really trying and you're working hard. So that was, it was very beneficial for me, because I actually was able to connect with a lot of radio stations and local media who wanted to push the word out there. So that was great.
Yeah. And do you find that you've made a lot of kind of local friends, local musicians and things?
Yeah, well, it's really important to keep that network open, and the more you help each other and give each other gigs and kind of encourage each other, it's just a much nicer environment than, you know, as soon as you start getting competitive and stuff, it takes all the joy out of it, I think.
That's the great thing about music, is like it's very collaborative.
Yeah, it is. You know? Yeah, I mean, you're always going to have egos. You know, you're always going to have people who want to be better than everyone else, and that's grand as well. You know, that's fine, each to their own. But I think it's the nice thing for music for me is being able to connect with people. So. And
who's the best? Like, who's the favorite person that you've got to maybe sing with or tour with?
Probably actually my friend Kathleen Turner. She's from the north, and she's a fantastic singer-songwriter. She's my course director now in college, and she was my gospel teacher in my undergrad, and now she's I've kind of just been sort of quietly stalking her for the past few years, really. But I got to do a few gigs with her in support for her and backing vocals, and I find her very inspirational in her approach to music and kind of relationship with people. I'm so jealous when I watch musicians who are like multi-instrumentalists and like are hopping to the piano and to the ukulele and to different things. I'd love to be able to do that, and down the line I would hope to expand onto other instruments, because it really opens up kind of what you can write about and stuff. So I think like it's like languages, you know, as soon as you learn a different instrument, it expands your mindset on things. So down the line maybe, but at the moment, no, I'm just being a lazy old guitarist. So.
That's always, it's still good at least.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm going to ask some fun questions as well now. So
okay.
What was the worst job you ever had?
Oh, I've done so many bad jobs. I worked in I'm not going to name names, I worked in a pedagogical toy shop. And it just wasn't for me. It was they had like this ranking system using stars, so you got like stars based on like different things you accomplished and how you interacted with the customers. And I don't really dig that whole thing. Yeah, that's probably the worst.
Customer is always right. So if you could be an animal, what animal would you be and why?
Probably a cat, because it's between a cat and a monkey, because they can climb trees and move really fast, and they sleep. Well, cats sleep all the time, anywhere. They're just comfortable anywhere. It's great.
They have the good luck.
Yeah, they really do.
And Christmas is coming up, so what was the best Christmas present you ever had?
Ooh. Oh, definitely the present I got last year from my boyfriend. He got me a loop pedal, and I had been lusting after one for ages and had warned him not to get me one because they're too expensive. But he did, and it actually is what I used to record Tug of War during the summer, and that's why I'm here now. So
that's great.
That's cool.
What's the next thing on the agenda?
I'm currently doing a master's, so finish that, hopefully, with flying colours.
What are you doing the master's in?
Community music.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's completely about connecting with people and bringing music to people. So, and then I'd like to record an album in the next year or so. So that's a huge undertaking, and it's very expensive. But all going well, that's next up on the list. I mean, the CD I recorded in the summer is a really nice line in the sand, kind of under that area of my music. So
that'll be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect. So, any famous last words?
Oh gosh. Usually I have something hilarious.
It hard, so hard to get through the day without worrying and panicking, letting time slip away. I find it hard, so hard to get through the day without worrying and panicking, letting time slip away.